LPBW, Audrey Roloff reflects on her social media detox. Time off has been good, dear loves. Welcome to TLC Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Once a social bee, LPBW star Audrey Roloff is back from her social media detox phase and is reflecting on her time now. She recently shared all the lessons that she learned during her time away from the screen, and viewers are happy for her. The celeb talked about everything that happened, about which she wasn't able to give updates. But that's not all. Audrey has finally learned the lesson that viewers have been trying to teach her for a while now. They were in disbelief when she talked about how things went when she wasn't close to her phone's camera. What is this all about? What did Audrey reveal to learn more? Not once, not twice, but there were uncountable instances when LPBW viewers slammed Audrey Roloff for her oversharing tendency on social media. They reminded her that she and Jeremy left their family show because they wanted privacy, while she was doing the exact opposite by sharing way too much on social media. Audrey used to share every other detail of her daily routine and her kids' lives on social media. She documented almost everything, and there were times when fans wondered how her children and Jeremy were comfortable with it. Hence, critics begged her to stop sharing all of her private and candid moments on social media. But now it appears that she has finally learned the lesson during her detox phase. LPBW star Audrey Roloff made the hard decision to leave the social media world for a while. Her last post was from February 12, before she finally decided to make a comeback. The celeb wrote a super long caption along with a carousel of pictures that she clicked during her last vacation. Audrey decided to give a quick recap of everything that happened during the last month. Apparently, she went on a vacation and experienced skiing in the Pacific Northwest. The celeb further reflected on how she was able to be a more present person in all of her roles, as she was able to spend more time with her family and friends. Audrey also noted that she has realized the value of putting down her phone during bedtime and spending time with her kids. She admitted that she would like to continue like this, as there were several core memories that she made with her children during their bedtime. Apparently, this has been something Audrey's critics have been begging her to do. They wanted her to put her phone down and enjoy the privacy and peace she wanted at the time when she decided to leave the Little People Big World show. It seems that Audrey is finally able to reflect on everything that is super important to her. She explained how she has been planning how to homeschool her kids next year and what she would do with her garden. The celeb further spent time making new soups and having rock wall climbing competitions with her children. Fans were really happy to know that Audrey was finally doing the thing that she was supposed to do way back. Audrey Roloff gets in hot water with fans for her egoistic attitude and constant bragging on social media. Despite criticism, Audrey continues to post divisive content and humble brags, turning off many followers. Audrey's controversial posts about her family and prioritizing photos over her children's welfare have led to backlash. Audrey Roloff has been consistently getting in trouble with Little People Big World's fans over her egoistic attitude. Audrey became a part of the LPBW world when she started dating Matt and Amy Roloff's son, 34-year-old former reality star Jeremy Roloff. Since their wedding in 2014, the couple have become parents to daughter Ember Jean, 6, and sons Beau James, 4, and Radley Knight, 2. On Monday, May 27, 2024, Audrey announced the birth of their fourth baby, daughter Mirabella May Roloff. However, despite quickly becoming a fan favorite, Audrey has been getting a lot of stick from fans. Audrey has one of the biggest Instagram presence out of all the LPBW stars, with about 1.6 million followers on Instagram. Audrey is not a stranger to online backlash, mainly due to her non-stop updates about her life as a mother and wife, which fans consider unnecessary. Audrey's posts about her family are often accompanied by divisive captions and know-it-all opinions, which don't sit well with most fans. However, despite the criticisms, Audrey continuously posts similar content, which is a trend that points to her egotistical nature. Over the years, Audrey has developed a reputation for being a social media influencer, regularly posting content about herself, her family, and businesses on social media. However, while fans appreciate some of Audrey's posts, which give updates about her family, Audrey has often run afoul of humble bragging about her life and oversharing information that usually isn't necessary. In January 2023, Audrey posted a family picture on Instagram with a caption where she stated that it would feel more natural if people waited till April to make their New Year resolutions. Audrey's post earned her a lot of criticism from fans, who pointed out that no one questioned her about her resolutions and that her opinion on when people should make theirs was unnecessary. Meanwhile, just months before that, Audrey's post, in which she bragged about how she had been able to juggle all her duties as a mom, also left a lot of fans unimpressed. Audrey shared a picture of herself holding baby Radley with a caption of how she crushes her to-do list, which includes working out, tackling house/property projects, hosting parties, and making home-cooked meals. With over 2,576 posts on her Instagram, Audrey's page is a hub of information for LPBW fans about the activities going on in her life. However, most of Audrey's posts often earn her a lot of criticism from the fan base, since she's always bragging about something or being intentionally controversial. During a family trip to Hawaii, Audrey took to Instagram to document the trip for fans. After sharing pictures of herself, Jeremy, and their kids, Audrey bragged about Maui having become their favorite spot after having traveled there 5 times and staying for a few weeks every time. Many fans quickly pointed out that Audrey was being tone-deaf to the economic reality of most fans, since a single trip costs thousands of dollars, and many families struggle to take vacations due to their jobs. Instead of doubling down, Audrey stepped it up a notch when she celebrated going on 52 dates with Jeremy in just a year. Audrey once again took to Instagram to post a montage of various clips from their dates, with a caption of all their activities, before noting that couples should invest in their relationship the way she and Jeremy did. Unlike some reality TV moms, Audrey doesn't shy away from making social media posts about her children. However, some of Audrey's posts have backfired terribly, with fans sometimes questioning her motherly duties. 2 months after welcoming her first child daughter, Ember, Audrey shared a picture of herself carrying Ember while she planted a kiss on her baby's lips. Fans noticed Audrey had a hat to protect her head and ears from the freezing weather, but her newborn baby had no head-warming gear. Aubrey was immediately rebuked by fans who questioned why she prioritized taking a picture over her child's safety. In 2019, Audrey got mom-shamed just a few weeks after returning to Instagram after taking a 1-year break to unplug. Audrey posted a picture of herself holding baby Ember while on a beach in Hawaii, and although Ember was facing away from the camera, it was obvious that the little girl was naked. A bit of her naked bum was quite visible in the shot. Audrey's Instagram comments section was quickly swarmed with fans questioning why she would be showcasing her babies butt on the internet and what Audrey thought Ember would say in the future about her mom's decision. Although Audrey has gotten in trouble with fans over several of her Instagram posts, she hasn't reacted to any, the way she responded to a post where she placed her husband Jeremy on the spot. After a workout with Jeremy, Audrey posted a picture of herself with her spouse with the caption, "Feeling thankful 'cause I married a man who doesn't watch football, play video games, golf, or care about cars unless they are older than 1970. While Amy might have tried to paint Jeremy as a low-key man with particular hobbies or interests, the post had an alternative effect. Amy's post quickly garnered much interest, with fans pointing out how judgmental she sounded about other men's interests and how uninteresting she made her husband look. Some fans also questioned why Audrey didn't think it was okay for a husband to have different interests from his wife and for the LPBW star to get off her high horse via Hollywood gossip. With the criticisms becoming too much to bear, Audrey deleted the post, noting that the comments under the post had gotten unhealthy. The incident is another example of Audrey's ego and know-it-all attitude getting her in trouble. Little People, Big World star Audrey Roloff's ego might be out of control since deciding to leave their family reality show. She's the wife of Zach Roloff, the eldest son of the Roloff family. They met at the Roloff family farm in 2010 and wed roughly 5 years later, in 2015. Since becoming Zach's wife, Audrey has had a much greater presence in Little People, Big World. She first appeared in season 10 when they started dating and has been on the show since. They celebrated their wedding on the show and welcomed 3 children together. Audrey has been one of Zach's biggest support systems in his feud with his father. When Matt decided to list the farms, this devastated Zach as he always thought he would take them over. Their feud pushed the couple to move off the Roloff farms to Washington. Audrey and Zach left Little People, Big World after season 25, citing that it was time they moved on from the reality TV show and focused on their children. Their departure is one sign that Little People, Big World will end after season 25, although there is no confirmation about that. Audrey has been on a weight loss journey since she started the reality series. The mother of 3 looks great and enjoys posting updates on her social media. Audrey posted an Instagram reel joking about having to work out on her page with over 2 million followers. Going to do a stupid workout, she wrote in text over the post. Audrey seems totally confident since losing weight. She enjoys posting pictures and videos that highlight her changes for everyone to see. It's clear Audrey doesn't need Little People, Big World to show off her transformation. Audrey is tired of filming Little People, Big World. On their joint podcast Raising Heights, the couple explained that the process of filming the show was becoming an issue for their family. Their kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, have all been a major part of Little People, Big World in recent seasons. Zach and Audrey have been open in discussing how all 3 of their children have been diagnosed with dwarfism. After Jackson said he wasn't comfortable filming his doctor's appointments anymore, they reconsidered being on Little People, Big World. However, since announcing their departure, Zach and Audrey have continued to talk about the show on their podcast. After 25 seasons, Zach might think it's time for him to be done with the show. He also does not enjoy interacting with his father, which is a major storyline in Little People, Big World. Zach and Audrey have received backlash for continuing their podcast in the wake of their exit from the reality show. They should be grateful for the platform that Little People, Big World has awarded them to be able to start their podcast. Throughout their time on Little People, Big World, Zach and Audrey have navigated their issues as a couple. They have been together for nearly 15 years and have welcomed 3 children together. Every couple has disagreements, and Audrey has been open about how she sometimes gets frustrated with Zach. On Little People, Big World, Audrey said she felt overwhelmed having to deal with the demands of the children and all the inside chores, while Zach primarily handles all the outside activities. She felt like her husband wasn't giving her enough credit and wanted him to step up a bit more. As a mother, she needed help with more than just the outside chores that needed to be completed at their home in Washington State. She should be a little bit more patient with Zach. It seems like the former reality star is planning to stay in the spotlight. Though she announced she was done with the show, Audrey started her podcast alongside Zach. The podcast generates another source of income for their family, but it also allows them to stay in the reality TV zeitgeist. They discussed the show and the Roloff family on the podcast. If they wanted to get out of the spotlight by leaving Little People, Big World, they could have done so without starting their podcast. Tori has accumulated a massive following since starring on the show. With over 2 million followers on Instagram, she posts a lot of content for her fanbase. Tori likes to utilize trending sounds on her Instagram reels. She's used the attention from little people, big world to become an influencer. Notably, some of the graphics for their podcast seem extra. Tori, Zach, and the Raising Heights podcast pages placed text that read "Zach almost died" as the episode's thumbnail on Instagram. In the episode, they addressed when Zach landed in urgent care in 2023. Zach and Tori have every right to talk about the traumatic experience they went through. However, it was in poor taste to make the thumbnail so graphic. The thumbnail likely generated a lot of clicks and listens because of its absurdity. Tori may be tapping into her reality TV fame to generate a career in influencing for herself. She may be more keen on virtual fame, where she can choose what type of content she posts. Tori might think being an influencer is easier than being a reality TV star. Tori's ego may have inflated since being on Little People, Big World. The former reality TV star has garnered a large fan base since appearing on the TLC show alongside her husband. She's vowed to move on from the show but continues to stay in the spotlight with her podcast and social media presence.